We all have an ideal country retreat in mind.
I can spend hours in here, I could see that.
But it's not always the bricks and mortar that make the difference.
It's just a place to sit and watch the seasons.
The trouble is I wouldn't get anything done.
Any move can be an emotional journey.
You know, I've always had my husband there in the background, and but I have to do something different now.
And getting it right might mean a team effort.
This is, a great sized place for the whole family to come and meet up now.
Carmarthenshire, in the heart of southwest Wales, with castle-topped hills overlooking magnificent beaches and lively market towns packed with local produce. If you're feeling hemmed in, then this county is the outdoor paradise you could be looking for. Over 90% of South Wales properties have a garden, the highest proportion in the whole of the UK. Now, I'm not sure if that's exactly what people mean when they refer to Carmarthenshire as the Garden of Wales. But if having a home with your very own patch of green is important to you, then the chances are you're going to find it here. Bordered to the north by Ceredigion, Powys to the east and facing the Bristol Channel to the south, Carmarthenshire is awash with landscapes reflecting its ancient agricultural heritage.
Its geography is spectacular. Its mountains, its rivers, its valleys, its castles. It can hold its own amongst any of the counties in Wales and beyond.
In the north, Llandovery's Town Hall stands over the town's central marketplace, where visitors can explore cobbled streets lined with artisan cafes and boutique shops. Llanstefan, on the golden shore of Carmarthen Bay, is a village with one of the most beautiful panoramic beaches in Wales. Legend has it that the magician Merlin was born in a cave near Carmarthen. So perhaps it's no surprise that magical Carmarthenshire is a haven for those who enjoy Wales's beauty, along with its myths and legends. People move to the countryside for all kinds of reasons, and this week's escapee is looking for a rural home that they find inspiring, both inside and out, and all in a truly beautiful part of the world. Right now, Bev and her dog Indy share somewhat cramped quarters.
This is where I currently live, in my camper van. I sold my house in February, so I'm now looking for somewhere else to go. My husband and I always wanted to have a nice place to move on to as our forever home, but unfortunately he died in March last year, so now it's just me and Indy.
Helping Bev on her property quest will be one of her 4 sons, 28-year-old chef Joe.
So tell us why you chose me to come with you then, Mum.
Well, your brothers would say it's because you're my favourite, because they always argue, but I think you'll be the voice of reason.
Bev's focus for her forever home is on the great outdoors.
The kind of property I'm looking for is something that has a nice large driveway so that I can park my van on it, but also just plenty of outdoor space. That's the most important thing for me. The house itself doesn't have to be very big at all.
Carmarthenshire offers the space she craves.
It just has this really light, open feel, and it's so beautifully quiet.
I think she wants somewhere to settle down so we can all come back and see her as well.
Bev has her sights set on a bright and welcoming property with at least 2 bedrooms, but is open to any style. In fact, the outdoor space is perhaps more important than the house itself, as she wants plenty of it, and outbuildings would be a bonus. To achieve all this, Bev has a budget of £450,000. This is a special move for Bev. It's one that represents a new chapter in her life and an opportunity to really embed herself in a new lifestyle and community. So she's already sold a house and she is completely ready to move to this fantastic county. So I just hope that Joe and I can help guide her to her perfect property so she can park that motorhome. Our house search will be focused north of Carmarthen, but before we get started, I want to meet Bev and Joe and learn more about this very emotional move. So Bev and Joe, even on a misty morning, it's gorgeous here, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
Amazing,
Yeah, really.
yeah.
Do you feel ready to make this move now, Bev?
Yes, I think I do, definitely. It's now is the right time, and if I don't do it now, I think I might sort of slip into old ways and stay indoors a lot, so I want to be out in the countryside.
How do you feel about this? Because this is a massive move and you've been through a really big couple of years. Are you excited, apprehensive?
Well, obviously apprehensive slightly. I'm used to having my husband there to sort of see the things that I don't always see, so this will be the first house that I've actually seen myself and decided on, so that's quite a big move, yeah.
But you've got Joe here.
Yes.
How do you feel about this move, Joe?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I think Mum really needs a place now where she can, you know, progress the way that she wants to with her gardening and, you know, the rest of our family. She wants to have a place where we can all come together and, yeah, I think it's time.
Oh, let's talk about the garden for a minute. So, if it came down to it, house or garden?
Oh, garden.
Oh.
No contest, yeah.
Now, of course, you'll have Joe, your other sons, grandchildren coming here. So would some kind of, I don't know, outside space, an outbuilding, an annex be useful?
It would be nice, yes, even if it's outbuildings or just, you know, somewhere that, you know, I can get everybody together, that would be lovely.
So, should we go and explore this beautiful
Yes, please,
place?
yes.
And also, let's go and meet some people as well.
Lovely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Come on.
Can't wait.
We're starting about 7 miles west of Llandovery in the village of Llansaron, which is in northeast Carmarthenshire. Regular get-togethers for the 500 or so residents include film nights and an art club. These social and hobby groups meet at the reading rooms, the church and the pub. There are regular buses to the county town of Carmarthen. It's surrounded by open countryside, ideal for walking and cycling, and our first property is a mile from the village centre. So here we go. Ta-da!
Fabulous.
Incredible.
It's lovely. I do like the stonework.
So the house, you were quite open to style. So this is a blend of old and new.
Lovely.
So we've got the 1850s side, the stone house, and then a more modern extension.
That's fabulous. I love the connection of the two, actually. Very much so.
And if you look behind us, you can't really miss.
Oh.
Don't worry, Joe, there's not a load of building work for you to do.
No, I was going to say, it looks like it's ready.
It's half of it is a self-contained one-bedroom annex with a small bathroom. The rest of it is storage, but you could easily just convert the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you had a, you know, completely separate space
Yeah.
for when the family come down.
Fabulous. I love it because it's so wild. There's so much to do. That's That's brilliant. Really is. I can spend hours in here. I could see that.
Can you see your mum here, Joe, in the garden?
Definitely, yeah. This is going to be, even a year from now, it'll be completely different. It won't even look the same.
I love that positivity.
Yeah.
OK, well, that's a really great start. Shall we see if we can continue this upbeat feeling inside?
Let's have a look.
This attractive Victorian property was given a modern extension in 2020, with bifold patio doors providing us with direct access into a spacious and modern kitchen living room. Come on in.
Oh, lovely. I love the height.
Very dog-friendly.
Yeah, nice flooring.
Slate floors,
Yeah.
and lovely worktops as well.
Yeah. Nice big space to put the table in as well.
And then over the other side, you've got a really lovely sort of hidden utility area.
Right.
With another sink and storage, and then places for all your muddy boots and you know, bringing the dogs in, or the dog in when you've been for a walk.
Might be dogs, you
Might
never
be
know.
dogs, who knows? Joe, could you imagine you and your brothers and the rest of the family gathering here?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is, you know, a great sized place for the whole family to come and meet up now.
I quite like the sort of modern inside as well, but I do like the cosy bit as well of the old house, so I'll be interested to see what that side looks like as well.
Well, we've seen the new. Should we go and check out the old?
Yes, love
please.
to. Thank you.
A corridor leads to a traditional sitting and dining room with a feature fireplace. So as you can see, it's quite a contrast in here.
Oh, that's nice though. Oh, look at that. Yes, yes.
Nice.
Now you're talking.
Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it's just lovely and cosy, isn't it? The old part. Really nice. I can see myself sitting in here quite happily. Dog by the fire.
I love the wood beams on the roof as well.
Do you like the contrast?
I do, very much so, actually. I like the modern size for what, you know, for the light and the sort of tall ceilings and things, but I also like this part, as I say, for the hug.
That's such a nice way to describe it. Because it is a hug, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah.
It's kind of like wraps itself around you.
Yeah.
The ground floor has given Bev the country cocoon she's after, and upstairs provides just as big a blanket with its 2 cosy and comfortable bedrooms.
Oh, I like the stone wall. That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really lovely.
I do love the solid, huge wood beams. That they have. Yeah, they're great.
It's very cosy.
Yeah, nice and bright as well.
Lovely.
A family bathroom serves both bedrooms.
Cute little room.
Oh, fantastic. I can see this being your craft room already. Yeah, no, that's a great size, isn't it?
Yeah.
Size is about to get even greater as I take them to explore the outside. And take it from me, there is a lot to see.
Oh my goodness.
No way.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Fantastic. How far back does this go?
Oh, right the way back to the trees.
Does
All
it?
of it, and the polytunnel.
Wow.
I mean, a polytunnel of that size, do you think you could put that to work?
I think there might be something I could do with it, yes. Yes, definitely. I don't know quite what yet.
I can already see the cogs turning.
Yeah.
She's getting the tomatoes
Yeah.
ready already. Some incredible things will happen here, I can tell already.
This small holding of 4 acres would definitely keep Bev busy, but she doesn't seem overwhelmed at the prospect of such a large amount of land. She can, of course, call on the help of her 4 sons, who could toss a coin to see who stays in the well-appointed annex that Bev could also rent out.
Oh, this is cute.
Oh, here we go. This is where I'm going to be staying, isn't it?
Is it? You booked it already, have you?
Yeah. Love all the wood floors that they put everywhere as well. That's great. Didn't look like it was going to be this big on the inside.
But all this space, inside and out, comes at a cost. Your excitement is wearing off on me. There is a lot to explore here because there are 4 acres in total.
Fabulous.
So shall we see where it sits, price-wise?
I think it's going to be right up there at the top, really. So I would say £450,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I think at least £425,000.
Actually, as always in life, Joe, your mum is absolutely right. It's bang on the top end of your budget, £450,000.
It's definitely worth the money, I think. It's a lovely, lovely place.
On the market for offers in the region of £450,000, this 19th century cottage has a modern extension with a kitchen and living area, a cosy sitting room and 2 bedrooms. Just a mile from a village, it sits in 4 acres of land, which includes a 1-bedroom annex.
Moving to this area, I didn't think that I would be getting a house or as much land as I have with this. This is quite huge, in a good way. I thought that I probably wouldn't be able to afford it. So, yeah, so it's a nice surprise.
I think this is an incredible upgrade for her. She's got way more garden than she could ever have, run out of things to do with it. So, yeah. And the house is fantastic as well. It's got some real character to it. I think all of our family will be coming down here immediately.
In the south of Carmarthenshire on the River Towy lies the town that gives the county its name, Carmarthen. Proudly claiming the title oldest town in Wales, it was settled by the Romans, and its name, meaning Merlin's fortress, reflects an ancient magical heritage. Carmarthen Castle was built by the Normans, but its winding labyrinthian streets aren't stuck in the past.
Favourite things about this town is you have a wide range of eclectic shops, both national and some very good independent retailers, especially in the old part of the town near the castle.
Carmarthen is a town that opens its arms to newcomers. Priya runs a clothing emporium.
I've been in Carmarthen for about 33 years. I love Carmarthen. The main reason is because it's very quiet, tranquility, and the people are very friendly. It has a strong sense of a community.
What do you reckon of this one?
I think it's great, yeah. Suits you.
Fits my jacket, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Carmarthen may seem isolated on a map, but regular trains mean Swansea is only 45 minutes away, with fast connections to the rest of the country. The town is a hub of music and culture. Good news for music fan Bev.
Is this it?
Here we are.
We're sending her and Joe to meet Mike Hilton, who runs one of Carmarthen's popular night spots.
It's a great place you've got here. It's really cool, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So how do you actually pronounce it, though?
So you pronounce it Cwrw.
Cwrw.
Cwrw. It means beer in Welsh.
So it's quite a popular venue. Any good bands in town?
Yeah. There's a lot of talent within Carmarthen. One in particular is Adwaith. They've recently performed at Glastonbury. Yeah, so they hone the skills right here.
Oh, wow. It's great they've got somewhere to come to do that.
Well, this is one of the things why we opened. It's to nurture that creative talent, not just within music, but within literature and poetry happens here.
So what's the community like in Carmarthen?
We all help each other out. It's one of them communities. It's got a real sense of identity.
Is there lots going on in town?
Yeah, you know, Carmarthen is a really modern town in that sense. Next week there's a festival actually.
Lovely.
And we've just had the town festival.
So you don't sound very Welsh. Where have you hailed from?
Originally from Liverpool.
Right.
I've lived here 4 years. I moved here with my wife and now 2 children.
Yeah.
The reason being, it's a real good base for the outdoors.
Yeah.
Amazing green spaces and coastal path.
Probably come down later for a pint if that's all right with you.
You're very welcome. Please do.
Yeah,
Thank you very
looking
much.
forward to it.
Right, try guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bev can't embrace the culture and community of Carmarthen without a new home, so we are pressing on with the property search. We're on the road again and making our way to the village of Carmarthenshire. Conveniently situated with access to the M4 motorway in just 20 minutes, Carmarthenshire offers a community pub and a store selling a wealth of local produce. It's overlooked by Paxton's Tower, a neo-Gothic folly built 200 years ago in memory of Lord Nelson. Our second property is 2 miles away, in a commanding position above the Towy Valley. So, Bev, I thought that after 6 months in a motorhome, you might appreciate a bit of a view.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that is amazing, isn't it? Look at that.
And of course, it isn't just a view, because you get a house as well.
Fabulous. That's lovely, isn't it?
It's incredible.
A real sort of children's drawing of a house.
It is. It's an old Welsh farmhouse,
Lovely.
dating back to around the 1860s. And unusually, it's got those really nice high windows as well,
Yes,
and high
yeah.
ceilings. So it's not a pokey little farmhouse at all.
No, it's not.
And in terms of the land around us, it's got about 3.5 acres of land as well.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know if you've spotted, you do have a polytunnel over in the far corner.
There's a theme going here.
So obviously this is the back of the house. We'll
Yeah.
go around the side and go in through the front door,
Okey
which
doke.
is not this side.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
The entrance opens into a modern kitchen extension covering the front aspect of the house. So we're going to kick off with a room with a view.
Oh yes, wow. That's lovely, isn't it? Nice light room as well. Big stove.
I like all of the wood and marble together. That looks fantastic,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Really good colour scheme. Very light.
Yeah, it has got a good feel,
Yeah.
I think, this house. I think partly because you've got these amazing skylights. So this is all an older property. This is the new extension, but even that isn't modern in the way that we've just shown you.
No.
But actually you've got really good size living rooms in
Yeah.
here as well. So come on through. Look at this amazing sized dining room.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
And just a small fireplace.
Beautiful.
That's fantastic.
They seem suitably impressed so far, and there's still much more to see. The living room is reached across a tiled hallway. So these lovely original Welsh tiles are gorgeous.
They're lovely, aren't they?
And then wooden floor in here.
Wow, beautiful fire. That's a nice fire, isn't it? And of course you've got all the views as well. They're amazing.
They are. I mean, it's just a place to sit and watch the seasons.
Trouble is I wouldn't get anything done.
And that deck is special.
It is, yeah, that's lovely. You can imagine it in the evening, can't you? Particularly when it's dark outside, it'd be fabulous. Absolutely
I can already
fabulous.
see you with your tea and biscuits sat right there, you know, looking out over the hillside. Fantastic.
Yes, yeah, that'd be lovely. Yeah.
It's got a lot of character to it and a lot of style, but it's also very rustic and homey as well. Yeah.
What I'd like you to do is just go and have a look on your own.
Yeah.
Go and wander upstairs,
Yeah.
and I will be probably out there on the deck.
Lovely.
Waiting for you. Go and find
Thank
me.
you.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Upstairs, 2 bedrooms lead off the landing.
Oh, that's lovely,
Awesome
isn't
in
it?
here, isn't it?
And a stone wall as well.
Yeah.
Behind. Wow, even better views out there.
Oh man, the height is... This looks
Look at
fantastic.
that.
Yeah. Incredible.
Let's have a look in here. Oh, and the bathroom. That's lovely too.
The bathroom can be accessed directly through doors from both bedrooms.
Oh, another big room. Nice size.
Yeah, I really like the size of the rooms in this house. Feels very fresh in every room we've been in so far.
Yeah.
Feels really nice.
I was expecting a bit more of a wow reaction to that view when Bev and Jo first saw it. So I wasn't sure, but I actually do think that this is growing on them. They've definitely been positive to the inside, and they've been upstairs for quite a while, which in my experience is usually quite a good sign. And surely just over 3.5 acres of land, complete with polytunnel and greenhouse, will help to make up Bev's mind. It is a lovely view.
It is, indeed.
And of course that view is only part of what you'll enjoy outside, because it's a huge garden as well,
Yes, it is.
3.6 acres.
Yeah, I'm just generally not getting the same feeling about the garden. Lots of ideas running through my head last time. Here, not so much.
So come on, I'm still going to ask you, what do you think this property is on the market for?
I think about £430,000.
Okay, and Jo?
I think for me it'd probably be, 395,000,
Okay.
around that area. Yeah.
Well, this time, I'm afraid Mum isn't right. Neither of you are, because it's actually bang on budget.
Is it?
It's £450,000.
Yeah.
Whether you feel you're getting those feelings or not, it's still a fantastic property.
It is, yeah.
This detached Victorian farmhouse has traditional characterful reception rooms, an extension with a modern kitchen, 2 bedrooms and over 3.5 acres of land which enjoy spectacular valley views. 2 miles from the nearest village, it's on the market for offers close to £450,000.
But it is a stunning view, there's no doubt about that. I don't know if that's enough to convince me, put it that way.
I think it's just not for you.
No,
is it?
it's not grabbing me.
And you can sort of tell when someone isn't fully convinced by a place, even if it has incredible features. And yeah, I just don't think it's hit you emotionally as it's the
hasn't.
same as other
No.
places. Yeah.
Today, House 1 with that expansive garden has taken centre stage. But I can't forget that this big rural move is one that Bev hadn't originally planned to be taking on solo. And relax. So Bev, how does it feel thinking that you'll be able to pop down here for a walk on a beach like this?
It's fabulous. It's beautiful down here, and again, so still and quiet.
And what's this journey been like for you now, coming here and this realisation that this is a step that you're doing it, and yes, you're doing it on your own with the support and love of all the family?
I know I'm quite independent anyway, but, you know, I've always had my husband there in the background, and you know, I have to do something different now, so I'm sort of quite looking forward to the challenge as well, so, yeah.
How do you think he'd feel if he could?
Oh, he'd be cheering me on in the background, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
I think it's incredibly brave of you, and just brilliant that you're seizing life. You must be so proud of your mum.
Oh, definitely. I think she's done exactly what Dad wanted to do. I think it'll be great for all of our family to come down and explore the area with my mum and spend some real quality time.
We need to make sure we find you a house that keeps drawing them back.
Exactly, yes, something they don't want to leave.
How could you leave this beach, though, as well? Though road and rail links make Carmarthenshire surprisingly accessible, its low profile means that property in the Garden of Wales can offer excellent value for money. The average cost of a detached house in the county is just under £285,000. That compares very favourably to the average figure across the whole of Wales, which is slightly over £331,000. Here's a range of what else is on offer in the county. This 3-bedroom cottage is just outside a market town, with a well-maintained garden, galley kitchen and large living room. It's on the market for £332,500. For those with a larger budget, this 4-bedroom farmhouse with adjoining barn conversion sits in a rural village, has a lofty reception room and is packed with character. It enjoys incredible views over the Black Mountains and is priced at £600,000. If a shorter break is more your style, then how about these rustic cabins? Surrounded by nature and completely self-contained, prices start at £120 per night with a minimum 2-night stay. We had a great day yesterday, and I think it's going to be pretty hard to top it. What really became clear to me was that for Bev, this move is about much more than the house. It's about the area, the community, most importantly, the garden and the land. So I've got something up my sleeve today that I think Bev is going to find pretty inspiring. And then there is the mystery house, which is really going to push her out of her comfort zone. So that's where we're starting. The mystery destination is in the village of Carmarthenshire, home to around 1,000 residents who have a primary school and a few shops at their disposal. For a wider range of facilities, Carmarthen is 5 miles away and is easily accessed by road. Carmarthenshire many social and hobby groups are well served by the community hall. While Bev and Joe explore the village and its community, I'm preparing the mystery house for their viewing. And it's a house that offers both more and less of what's on Bev's wish list. I really love the symmetry and also the generous proportions of the rooms in this house. And I can see that Bev and her sons, they're all such a close-knit family. I can just imagine them all in here, Christmas tree, big dining table. It's got loads of space for when they all get together. Now, I may like this house, but it's Bev and Joe's opinion that really counts. Come and join me.
Yeah.
Welcome to the mystery house.
Lovely.
So the mystery is, this one is bang slap in the heart of a village.
Yes.
So you're not as, out in the wilds as perhaps you were, but we wanted to challenge you with that.
Thank you.
Because you're moving to a new area, so we thought it'd be good for you to perhaps just give some thought to what it'd be like to be in the centre of the community.
Yeah. It's nice and bright, isn't it? And it's a pretty house, isn't it?
I think it's awesome. It's massive.
It looks huge, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be really nice and spacious inside. I like that.
And there's a little surprise in the garden.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
And how are you feeling about the thought of being in a village?
Yeah, it depends, doesn't it? I'd have to have a good look around the village as well, I think, yeah.
There's quite a lot to see in the house, so shall we get started?
Lovely, yes.
Come on.
Thank you.
I'm sensing that the mystery house isn't an immediate hit with Bev, but I'm hoping that the interior may change her mind. The front of the property dates from the 1900s, and an elegant living room lies off the entrance hall. Let's start off in here. So as you can see, high ceilings,
Yes.
lots of space.
Lots of light
I love the colour scheme as well, that's really nice.
and wood burner.
Yes.
Yes, that's lovely, isn't it? I like the wood and everything there as well.
And it's such a good size space as
Yeah.
well for when you've got all the family here.
Definitely.
So would you like to see more?
Yes, please.
Onto the kitchen?
Yes.
Come on.
Thank you.
A second spacious room that could be used as a dining area lies across the hall from the sitting room. The rear of the hallway leads into the original house, built in the 1800s. A conveniently situated utility room with adjoining WC opens into a bright and modern kitchen with a conservatory extension.
That's a lovely kitchen, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
really lovely.
nice. It's like a proper farmhouse kitchen, isn't it? With the
It
big
is,
open fireplace
yeah.
as well.
Lovely conservatory off there as well.
Yeah,
Would
it's
you
lovely.
use all this space, do you
I
think?
don't know. It doesn't feel too big so far, but at the same time, you know, there is a lot of room.
So there are 4 bedrooms in this house, almost one for each of your sons. I'd like you to just go upstairs and explore them, and I'll just be waiting near the garden so I can show you that little surprise that I mentioned.
Lovely.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Upstairs off the landing, you'll find a bedroom.
Oh, this is a lovely room, isn't it? That's gorgeous. Very light, isn't it? I like the
Yeah.
wood.
Yeah, having the white all the way around is actually
Yeah,
really nice.
no, that's really nice.
I like that a lot. Good view out as well.
Yeah, good
nice.
garden.
A family bathroom sits opposite, whilst the remaining 3 bedrooms are at the top of the stairs.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh wow,
I like the wooden ceilings.
it's very vintage style. I like that a lot. So much light in there. It's great.
Yeah, just got that nice feel, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been interesting that Bev hasn't been at all overwhelmed by the acres of garden that I've showed her, all that land. But I do wonder whether the size of this house might be something that overwhelms her. There's also a smaller bedroom.
Oh, this is a good size as well. What's in there?
You
Oh,
can
a
tell
little
this is-
ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
One much tinier guest room completes this quartet of bedrooms. Adjoining the house, a modern garage provides space for 2 cars. So we've upscaled the requested accommodation and downsized the grounds with this mystery. But the rear garden is beautiful all the same and could offer a rare opportunity. Now, this house doesn't have the acres of land that I've shown Bev with the other 2 properties. However, it does have this, a beautiful river that just runs along the back here. And it's got the potential for Bev to create a lovely decked seating area right next to it. So I'm quite excited about this. And I think it might win her over.
Oh, look at this. The sound of the water's lovely.
So peaceful.
It is.
Very jealous.
So it just strikes me that this would be a very nice place to sit and relax.
Yeah, sitting out here in the evening, glass of wine, just the job.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the sounds. It's great. Yeah.
Is this enough of a project for you outside, Bev?
I don't think it is, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not getting that sort of cogs turning going on that I did on the first house, maybe.
All right, well, I'm going to challenge you both now and ask you what you think this one is on the market for.
I'm still going to go for £420,000.
Okay. Joe?
It's quite a difficult one to gauge, but I think around the £400,000 mark.
On this occasion, I'm going to say that Mum is almost right. It's on the market for £425,000.
Right.
You're very close.
It's a lovely house.
This detached property has spacious sitting and dining rooms, a kitchen with a conservatory, 4 bedrooms and a 1/3 of an acre garden. In the village of Cynwal Elfyd, it's on the market for offers in the region of £425,000.
I think the Mystery House has made me think what it would be like to live inside a village, but I think that might have cemented my idea that I won't be living that close to people. When the boys all come, that'll be the time to, you know, have a big house like this. But, you know, on a day-to-day basis, I think something smaller might be better.
As well as creating her own outdoor sanctuary when she moves, green-fingered Bev hopes to meet like-minded people. So where better to take her and Joe than the National Garden of Wales in Carmarthenshire. Since opening in 2000, a team of volunteers has worked alongside permanent staff. Jane Down is the volunteer coordinator.
Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Botanic Garden.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Bev, you might have found your spiritual home here.
I think you're right, yes.
Tell us about the gardens. They are so beautiful.
It's the jewel in the crown of Wales. It's fantastic. It's lovely working here. We've got 560 acres in total, and it's an awful lot of work. So we've got over 200 volunteers here, and we couldn't run the garden without them. They are amazing people, and you can volunteer in a multitude of different departments. So it's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
They want to give something to society, give something back, and in return, we get the help of keeping this beautiful place as it is.
And could you have people sort of dip in and out? I'm just thinking I could imagine you really getting involved here, and then Joe, maybe you coming down for a week and coming along and helping as well. Can it work like that as well?
Yeah, we have volunteers. Some of them go off on extended holidays, so they come back, and we often have students here who just come for a couple of weeks. But we also have volunteers who've sadly lost spouses and partners, and again, it's one way of, you know, meeting people.
So are you up for trying some volunteering, meeting some volunteers?
Definitely,
What do you think?
definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Come and meet Alison and Linda. They'd love to meet you, and they'll tell you more about volunteering here.
I'm off to explore whilst Bev and Joe get their hands dirty.
Linda and Alison.
Hi there.
Meet Bev and Joe.
Hi.
And they are
Hi.
going to hopefully volunteer here at the garden. So can I leave them with you?
Lovely.
At the moment, we're deadheading. Would you like to have a go?
I would love to. Thank you. Alison, how long have you been doing this, volunteering?
I've been here for 14 years. And there are some volunteers who have been here 25 years.
Goodness.
Linda, you've been here for just as long, haven't you?
Oh, just about 10.
You're practically a newbie then.
Well, yeah, there are a few who are a bit younger than me.
So do you stay in the same area or do you do different jobs?
We gain the knowledge that the experts have if we float around the garden.
Yes.
And, you know, one of the best things about working in the garden is talking to visitors.
Yeah.
And, of course, we come because our friends are here. So if you really do decide you're going to come in Wales, and fingers crossed you do,
Thank you.
please come and volunteer here.
Oh, I certainly
because
will.
it's such... Can you bake?
Yes.
Because it's a rule of thumb. Volunteers in turn have to bring cake.
Nice.
Well, that's Bev's kitchen put to good use. The garden boasts the world's largest single-span glasshouse, 95 metres long and 55 metres wide. And inside, I've come to meet horticulturalist Eleanor James. I am being transported back to Australia, where my sister lives.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It is just kind of disconnecting from rural Wales outside and then just coming in and exploring something completely different.
So presumably it's not just Australia in here that's being represented?
No, we also showcase plants from Chile, California, South Africa, and also the Mediterranean basin itself. So yeah.
And why those particular regions?
So those are Mediterranean climates, so we want to showcase that zone as a whole. And also some of these plants, some of them are threatened with the increase of wildfires, with climate change, so it's really important to keep this collection going, really.
So there's a little haven of species here in Wales.
Yeah.
So the temperatures has to be really carefully controlled, does it?
It does, yeah. We do in the winter. We have to heat the glasshouse only ever so gently, just to keep the frost off. But yeah, it gives you that real Mediterranean feel.
I think given what we see happening around the world with climate change, do you feel a real sense of satisfaction when you do come and you see these species being protected?
Yeah, it's just great to educate people with what we're growing, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve. And, you know, it's great to see kids running around in here, just loving it.
And in terms of the mission, I guess, what are you working towards?
So our core mission is to inspire people, educate, and also to conserve and to think about the biodiversity here within Wales as well. So we focus on things in the Mediterranean, but we also focus on a lot of our own Welsh endemic plants as well.
I'm sure this is a mission that Bev would embrace. But that all depends on whether any of the houses she and Joe have seen will make her ideal Welsh retreat. Hello. It's windy, but it's lovely. What a nice few days.
Been fantastic, yeah.
I have one question that I need to ask you, Bev. Have we found somewhere for you to park the motorhome?
I think you have.
Oh my goodness me. Well, I know which one it is.
Yes, yes. House number 1.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just a feeling, you know, that you get. It's just the garden. Everything about it was just right for me. I think the house is just the right size for me. And then having that extra with the outbuildings as well, for the boys to come up and everything, that just works well, really works well.
I could just tell that you'd left your heart in that first house.
We all saw it. When she got to that first house, she was, you know, in love straight away.
Yeah. And when I get that feeling, I have to go with it, so definitely.
What do you think your dad would have made of the property of that house?
He would be over the moon.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think he would have been very proud.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do next? What's the plan?
Talk to the estate agent tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll be the next step. I've already got solicitors and things lined up, so that's all nice and easy.
Well, I'll keep everything crossed for you.
Thank you.
That it all happens smoothly from here.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just wish you so much happiness
Thank
with the
you,
move
Ginny.
here, and for all of you as a family as well.
Thank you very much. It's been a great experience for us, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing
definitely.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's often a feeling when you're house hunting that you need to compromise on something. And I know that Bev was prepared to compromise on the house in order to get the garden and the land that she was really looking for. And I'm so happy that she hasn't had to do that, because I really get a feeling that we've been able to find Bev a home that will take care of her and, in her words, wrap her up in a great big hug. I do hope it all works out for her, because I can't wait to come back and find out what she does to that garden. Join me next time on Escape to the Country. If you would like to escape to the country in Wales, England, Northern Ireland or Scotland and need our help, why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.